Okay, my name is Christopher Prudy. I'm going to show you guys how to Texas rig a soft plastic on a hook to catch mondo bass. It's terminology for big, largemouth bass. So your first step, step A1, is going to be choosing the right line. This here is 12-pound monofilament Berkeley, and it's got some name called Clear Point or something, so the fish don't see it. And it's good because monofilament is technically the strongest you can get right beside the braid, but braid is hard to tie and it's hard to get off. It's just a mess. And that's meant for mainly like big fish. Excuse that. This line is going to be inserted into the hook, tied along with the weight on it, and then we're going to put this on here the right way. That way, whenever you're fishing, you kick it up, it goes straight up and it comes straight back down, and the little tail is wiggling in the water, and the fish see it and they ripping lips, and you catch mono bass. So your first step, second step, you got to choose the right line. Second step is going to be, if you're in shallow water, you're going to want to get a 1/8 ounce bullet weight. You stick it on through the smaller part. That way, your opening area goes straight on to your soft plastic lure. Go straight on your soft plastic lure. So you want to stick that on there, and some people like to use bobber stops to keep their weight from moving around, but I don't really mind it because I feel like it gives you more diversity and more movement in the water and allows the fish to get it better. Then, I don't have a fish pole, so I have to kind of hold it. Then you're going to get your hook. This here is the normal 3-off offset hook. I'm going to stick it straight through, and the good knot that I like to tie, call it the fisherman's knot. You just grab both ends, you're just going to twist your fisherman's hook. You're going to take the end that's open and stick it through the first hole at the bottom of the hook. Pinch and pull. That makes a noose type of knot, and it's really strong. As you can see, it's not going anywhere. So, after you've got everything on there, make sure to get the weight on there. You want to grab your sinking. This here is a Yum Dinger, black and blue color, blue tail, sticks out in the water. You can get these from Walmart for about $3 for an 8-pack. That's where I just got this. What you want to do, you want to stick it straight through the top, push it about 1/4 of the inch in, and pull it out. Why are you pulling it out, you say? Because you got to go all the way around the hook and make sure it gets past the offset area to hide your hook, like so. Then you want to make sure you got it straight, and you have a little smooth area here in between the rivets. I don't know if you ever see the little video. But you're going to want to stick your hook inside that, but not all the way through. Then you kind of just pull it, get it straight. You pull your hook a little bit through, that way it's meeting the edge. So now you have something like this. And let me get my weight back on here because it fell off. This is a Texas rig. So now, whenever you're casting out, you flip your jig in there. You're just hanging out, and if you hit this on a log, this hook is hidden. So you hit it on a log, it's just gonna bounce right over it. Instead of getting home and having to retie, and you're losing some $6 pack of hooks, 45 minutes, you're saving money. And also, whenever you got your weight like this, where it can go up and down, it brings it up whenever you pop the rod. Brings it up, and it goes straight down, and the worm has to follow the weight because it's kind of stuck on there. The worm's gonna get the bottom, it'll be just hanging out like this. And you got your largemouth bass coming up, swimming. It's gonna grab a hold of that, you set that hook, and like so, it's stuck into the bass. That kind of hurt. And then you got this 14-pound monofilament, strong Berkeley line, you're ripping that fish lip and you're running it back in. That fish ain't going nowhere, buddy. You can do this and that fish is gonna be stuck on there because you got your strong 3/0 offset hook right in his lip. 14-pound line, 8 ounce weight to keep him down, and the bait. Now, a lot of people like to use black and blue as their primary go-to color in dirty water. Because you get some dirty water and you think dark colors, dirty water, the fish aren't going to be able to see. False. Incorrect. Dark colors with the blue sparkle additives stand out in dirty water because the sunlight's coming down, hits the water, it lights everything up. Them fish are just hanging out. They see this black thing with blue sparkles, which the light's hitting the sparkles and it's like shiny, glittery. Fish see it and it's moving. They see this worm hopping across the ground. Bam! Ate it. You got a 14-pound state record right there. Now, if you're in clear water, you're going to want to use more natural colors. Because a fish in clear water sees a black and blue worm, it's going to think, what the heck is wrong with that worm? It's got a disease. I don't want to eat that. So, would you want to eat a hamburger if it was black and blue? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, whenever you use a dark color worm, you're going to want to make sure you're in dirty water. But if you're in clear water, you're going to use natural colors like pumpkin green or something a little more brown or reddish. That way the fish thinking it's some type of bait fish or a crawdad or another worm just hopping on the ground. They bam, state record once again. And after you got this on there, just say I have it on. And the worm gets it, rips your thing. What you gonna do? Rip the front of it off. And you're gonna reuse it like it's a brand new Senko. And you can just keep doing this as it rips. And the smaller your profile, the bigger the fish. Bigger the fish. Smaller profile, bigger the fish, because the fish eats a little bitty worm, it's gonna just engulf it. And so you're gonna get easier hook set in their cheekbone. And that has been Out of Texas Rig. It's all plastic lure for bass fishing. You can use this in many ways, but I use it to catch fish and provide for my family. Thank you.